The Great Yarmouth MP shared a bombshell statement after the CPS confirmed he would not be charged over threat claims. Rupert Lowe has issued a stinging swipe at Nigel Farage after criminal charges brought against him were dropped. The former Reform UK MP accused the party of a sinister attempt to weaponise the criminal justice system against me. The Great Yarmouth MP issued a strongly worded statement after the Crown Prosecution Service confirmed no charges would be brought against him over claims of verbal threats towards Reform's chairman Zia Yousaf. Mr. Lowe was suspended from Nigel Farage's party earlier this year amid allegations about his conduct, which he denies. He had questioned Mr. Farage's leadership in an outspoken interview earlier that week. Following the CPS decision, he warned that Farage should never be Prime Minister. The independent MP for Great Yarmouth said, "If Farage were ever to control the vast power of the British state, I believe he would not hesitate to do to his adversaries what they have tried to do to me. With real power, I fear he would wield that immense responsibility to crush dissent, as he has done time and again over the years. Smearing my innocent staff in a pathetic attempt to attack me was disgusting," alongside briefings to journalists from senior Reform figures suggesting I had dementia, the lowest, vilest tactics I have seen in my 67 years. They are not fit to lead. They are not fit to be MPs. In an appeal to Reform UK supporters, Mr. Lowe added, "Please listen when I say this, for the good of our country, Nigel Farage must never be Prime Minister. To the millions of decent Reform supporters, you must do what you believe is right. I, personally, could not remain in an organisation led by such men. They do not deserve your support, your time, your energy, your money, or your vote. Mere reform is inadequate. We need radical, principled change. I urge you to do what you think is right. When the time soon comes, we will work together to advance a political movement that is credible, professional, decent, democratic and honest. There will, very soon, be an alternative to the rotten leadership of Reform." Mr. Lowe added, "It was a sinister attempt to weaponize the criminal justice system against me, putting not just my political future, but my liberty at risk. All because I dared to raise constructive criticisms of Nigel Farage, stood firm on deporting illegal migrants, and pushed for Reform to be run democratically, not as a vehicle to stroke one man's ego." How did Reform respond? With a brutal smear campaign. For the sin of asking legitimate questions about the party's direction, policies, and leadership, I was vilified and targeted. Mr. Lowe said he was ashamed to have shared a parliamentary platform with Reform UK. He added, "Farage is no leader, he is a coward and a viper. I feel deeply embarrassed that I ever thought he was the man to lead." The CPS said there is not enough evidence to bring charges against the sitting MP over an alleged incident at the Palace of Westminster in December. Malcolm McAfee, head of the CPS Special Crime Division, said, "Following a thorough and detailed review of the evidence in relation to an allegation of threats, we have decided that no criminal charges should be brought against a sitting MP. Having considered a number of witness statements, we have concluded that there is insufficient evidence to provide realistic prospect of conviction." The Crown Prosecution Service's function is not to decide whether a person is guilty of a criminal offence, but to make fair, independent, and objective assessments about whether it is appropriate to present charges for a criminal court to consider. Based on the careful consideration of this evidence, we have decided that our legal test for a criminal prosecution has not been met.